Good evening, crackheads. Oh, Jesus, what have... Oh, that's... Never mind. That's not an issue. Or was it? Perhaps it was an issue. I'm not entirely convinced this isn't just the menu music for Cherry Tree High Comedy Club. It's like really similar. Hello, Dunks. You gonna jump? Oh, okay. He made it up there. Does my controller not work? Can I have a controller? Hello, Kimmy. Controller, activate. Options. Controller. This one. Oh, your boy did it. Let's go. Let me see if... Let's give it a bit. See anyone else is coming. How you doing, Kimmy? Def feels like the same music. We need a side-by-side comparison. Alright, hold up. Keep that in your mind. Keep that music in your mind. I think me closing the game has broken it. Okay, keep that. I hope you have that music saving head. Feeling better than yesterday. That's good. I hope I might actually not have Cherry Tree High downloaded anymore. I might have uninstalled it. Let's see. I'm gonna figure this out one way or another. Oh, fuck, I uninstalled it. It's okay, I have a backup. I don't see any horses. Listen, listen, listen. Documents. I have the video. I have to mute this because I have to find the right moment for it. I have the joke video I made for the end of Cherry Tree High Comedy Club, which has the music in it. So give me a moment. It's sus to me. It's sus. I'm listening. I'm still here. Wait. I did too much Kanye West joke in this video. Okay, we're gonna play them side by side. I've got them loaded up. So here's the music. I mean, also here's just Magical Diary Horse Hall. I actually, now that I've heard it for a second. Okay. Okay. Cool. Can I make... It won't... It can't make it stop. Okay, so you heard that. Now, give your ears a listen to this. It's not a direct copy. But I've got my eyes on you, Magical Diary Horse Hall. Anyway. Let's actually get into the game now. Load it up, baby. Do you guys think that Damien being literally fucking plastered all over the title screen and what's her name's brother being the only other character shown is like foreshadowing of anything? Last time the man had us down And they said, go to school better. And so we did. Alright, it's time to plan. So here's the thing, right? Our stress, 22, not that bad. We want the blue. We want the green. We want the white. Dude, it's like, it doesn't matter. It's like you just do all 5. Like, they're gonna get mad at you if you don't. Maybe they're gonna get mad at me for not doing these, but it's like, fuck you then. Honestly, you piece of shit. For real. So I guess I'll just do 1 of each. And then... fuck it, you know? Yeah, I'll just do 1 of each. Study on weekends, maybe rest on weekends. And if I need to replace a little bit of black magic with some rest, I will. Allows the caster to view a nearby known location. Wow, that's neat. How nearby? As I crossed the campus on my way to breakfast, I noticed there were a lot of clumps of people standing around out here. What's going on? Hello, LT Felty, right? I turned to see Minnie Cochran, a freshman from Butterfly Hall that I've only met in passing. Next week we should have rest and a gym day. Get swole. Absolutely not. I will not gym. Gym, I hate. Bad. No gym. Her hair is a color like cinnamon, and her eyes could be called chocolate, if you're Virginia and obsessed with food. Got her. Hi. You're one of Virginia's roommates. She's a lot of fun, isn't she? I've been meaning to get to know you for a while. I'm sorry. I should have done more. Iris Academy is a wonderful place, but sometimes the powers forget how small the magical world is. They don't always do the best job of introducing the newcomers. That's one of the things I want to change. We need class-wide events early in the year. Not just parties, but a chance to learn about each other and all our different customs. That would help prevent misunderstandings, don't you think? Before I can say a word, she continues. If you have any questions or need help with any of your spells, you can find me in the school library every weekend. Is that we can get tutoring now? Also, the teachers sometimes list extra credit projects in the library. It's the easiest way to earn merits. We definitely need those. She extends her hand to me, and by reflex, I take it. Class-wide slavery. I hope I can count on your vote. I have so many ideas I want to put into practice. My vote? Wait, what? Huh? Are you talking about class president? You know, I'm running for freshman class president. Don't worry, it's really not that big a deal, and the election is Friday, so the campaigning won't be going on for too long. Right? You don't have to vote for me, but I really hope you will. After shaking my hand, she releases it to dig into a bag she's carrying at her side, and hands me a bit of yellow construction paper cut in the shape of a hand. It has Minnie Cochran for President written on it, and a straight pin pushed in and out through the top. That's my icon, the helping hand. Keep it. You don't need to wear it if you don't want to. I have to go. I'm so busy this week, but I'll see you later, okay? I barely know this girl, but I can't help nodding when she asks me things like that. And remember, the library. She waves and hurries off to her next target. Politics certainly looks like a lot of work. Respectable. She's got the hustle. She's out here. I learned track scent allows the caster to trace creatures that have recently passed through an area. Cool. When will any of these things have use in-game? On Wednesday morning, campaigning is still in full swing. All the candidates, not just in my year, but the upperclassmen too, have taken... I just saw someone in chat say it's like Saw, but I haven't read it yet. Have taken up positions on the main quad, calling out to everyone who passes and handing them colorful bits of paper. It's like Saw. You don't have to, but you will die if you don't. It's loud and crowded and confusing. Some of the older candidates are spraying magic sparklers over their heads to try and draw more attention to themselves, which just makes it worse. I wish I had magic sparklers. Angela for president. Kurgan for secretary. Vote for Jacob. I'm buffeted from place to place and decorated with pins and ribbons, mostly from people I don't even know in elections I'm not eligible to vote in. Class starts to sound like a welcome relief. I don't know, dude. This Kurgan dude, he's got something going on. Get some white magic. I learned a new spell, Awareness. 10 mana. Expands the caster's mind to visualize nearby locations, marking them down. Isn't that the exact same as the other one I just learned on Monday? Dude, black magic sucks. Detects weak points and hidden details within one target object. Cool. Very few events today. Isn't voting on Friday? There weren't really many events leading up to voting. I guess maybe there were a lot of events if you were, like, more of an Edward fan. Maybe if, like, I had run for class president, they'd be like, oh, here's all this cool, like, activities for you to do, and I didn't, so it's like, well, here we go. Why tell us about mana when we don't have the bar for that? This has to come into play. It does. I know to an extent it does, because the trailer for the game gave some stuff away. But, like, I don't know how some of these hyper-specific skills are gonna come into play. After activities on Friday, each class has a scheduled time to come to the gym, where the officer candidates will make their final speeches before elections. Since we can't vote in the senior elections, there's no reason for us to have to listen to their speeches, or vice versa. The freshman slot is the last one of the day. First up are the candidates for freshman class president. Minnie Cochran climbs onto the stage looking bright-eyed and enthusiastic and says a bunch of stuff about offering a helping hand to other students. Everyone applauds. Then Suki Sato wanders up and starts talking about how she found a caterpillar once that turned into a lizard instead of a moth or something like that. It's a little hard to follow. Oh, and apparently the spirits told her to run for president, or some spirits. She's not sure which ones. Everyone applauds, but not as loudly. After that come the presentations for treasurer. Jacob Blazing, the Blazing Fire, struts up and gives a very brief speech about how money is obviously in safe hands with him, and he knows how to spend it too. Everyone claps, and some guy even hoots in approval. Little Manuel Arias from Toad Hall is up next. He talks far too quietly for me to hear his entire speech, but I think it was mostly about being a hard worker who respects duty. The applause is polite, but muted. At last, it's time for the actual voting. Everyone lines up single file in the hallway leading to one of the classrooms. One at a time, we go inside to cast our votes. Each student is given a pencil and 2 pieces of paper containing the list of names for each office. You circle the name you want to vote for, then drop the paper into a box. For president, I will vote for... This one's tough. This one's tough. Suki, she did find a caterpillar that turned into a lizard. Minnie... Listen. It's an important role. The spirit said so, but the feedback wasn't very positive. It's tough. It's real tough. Suki, I know in my heart. I'm gonna go Minnie. And I'm gonna go Minnie. Minnie's like the obvious choice, right? I do think having a helpful president is, like, good. Frosty's chanting for Suki. Fuck it. For treasurer, we're definitely going Manuel. The treasurer, he doesn't need... Jacob should have ran for president. Jacob should have been for president. We're gonna go Manuel. He's very quiet, but, he's a hard worker. This dude's gonna spend the money. That's that. If Minnie finds out we didn't vote for her, she's looking at our votes, and she shouldn't be doing that. She doesn't deserve to be president. After all the votes are counted, we assemble again in the gym for results. The position of freshman class treasurer will be held by Jacob Blazing. Oh, how... and I'm proud to announce that this year's freshman class president will be Minnie. Oh, what a surprise! Wow. My vote meant nothing. My vote didn't matter. Wow. That's crazy. Who would have guessed that my vote meant nothing? Who would have thought having the lesser opinion in a crowd full of screaming fans would get me absolutely fucking nowhere? I'd like to thank you all for your hard work this week. You students are what make Iris Academy truly great. Crazy how that went. The teachers will be seeking out the newly elected officers later today to discuss their positions. What if Minnie turns into a heel because we voted against her? Then she shouldn't be looking at the votes. Then she was always a heel. She was heel the moment she looked at everyone's votes. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Also, who's signing their name on their votes? Dude. Study today. I decide the day I want to study in the school library rather than my room. Smart. Big brain. Compared to the rest of the school, the library is fairly small and unimpressive. There's a slightly outdated set of encyclopedias. Ellen didn't really need to bring her own, and a good collection of foreign language dictionaries, plus 2 bookcases filled with books about magic and witchy history. Listen, we are the counterculture. It's time for us to lead a revolution in the witch school. Most of the rest looks like fiction, with a rack of popular magazines. The school actually subscribes to those? There aren't that many people in here on a Saturday, but looking around I see... Hi, LT. Hi, hey, congratulations on winning president and all. Thanks. Do you need help with anything? Hey, brother, I need some help with demerits. Actually, I was hoping you knew a way for me to earn some merits. Oh, I can help you with that. That is, if you don't mind sorting rocks. Rocks? Professor Potsdam recently received a shipment of tumbled rocks for amulet making, only they're all mixed up because to the magic poor, they're all just rocks. But certain kinds of stones are better for holding spells than others, so they need to be sorted by color and size. It's not difficult, but it will take time. Damn, I really wanted Suki to win. No, dude, absolutely do that. Sure, I can do that. Alright. Dude, I wish I could get paid just to sort rocks. Minnie takes me to see Professor Potsdam, and then I spend the entire afternoon painstakingly sorting shiny pebbles into containers. I do get merits for it, but it's tiresome. I am unconcerned with my stress right now. It's Sunday and the sports club's having a meeting, or rather, a game. Virginia's got the ball and is dribbling it, I guess it's basketball, across the floor towards Ellen at the goal. Kyo cuts in to try and steal, but Virginia sidesteps. A twist, a lunge, a swift kick, and the ball flies through the air. You can't kick people in basketball. Oh no, it's Jacob. Has this guy been on screen before, like before he became treasurer? Was this the guy who, like, jumped up on the desk to recite poetry, or was that someone else? I'm trying to remember if I gave this guy a voice already or not. Like, the spirits wandered away, and now which spirits doesn't matter. Yeah, dude, we definitely pissed off some ghosts. Listen, what matters is Suki might find out that we did vote for her because of ghosts, and that's pretty poggers. It's okay. What are you guys? Wait, no, that's like the fucking t-shirt. What are you guys doing? Nobody pays any attention to him until after Ellen has successfully blocked the goal. That's the sports club meeting. That's the wrong voice. Hey, it's the sports club meeting. What are you doing here? Maybe I want to play. I'm a fit guy, you know, right? I'm real strong. You know, one time I was hanging out at the EB games, and this guy, he's talking to this girl, and he was talking to her a bit too much. I said, hey, we're gonna have a problem. I got backed off real quick, you know. One second again, that's right. Fine, whatever. Not the response I expected. Alright. He closes his eyes briefly and a wave of green magic sweeps over him. Animal magic. Hey, you can't do that. Do what? Use my natural, raw, it's energy flowing through. No magic allowed. Oh, what are you talking about? We're wizards. You know, I might be able to, you know, bench press a 400 pounds easy, block off a 1,000 absolute creeps with one go. But like magic, you know, it's just a boost. You know, it's really magic's nothing to me. This is real sports, not bounders. Oh, hey, what is this? This barely looks like a human being. I haven't done this in a while. I need something. I need a voice for Kyo. I need something to work with him. Kimmy is Jacob a heel. He needs a pretty boy voice. I don't know if you're aware of this, Kimmy. I suspect you're well aware. I'm quite the opposite of a pretty boy, and I don't know if I can do that, but I can give it my best. I can give it my best shot. Do we even know, is this like a boy? Are we sure this isn't a girl with like a well-defined chin? What's going on here? Oh, hey, what's up, brother? Whoa, back off, man. nothing serious here, but this one says you guys are refusing to use magic. You know, hey, you know, I'm not one to step on any toes, but, you know, what's the point of that, you know? This one, well, that's how we've been doing it in sports club. I'm not trying to step on anyone's toes here, you know, I'm not trying to train the president or anything. But, you know, that's just wrong, you know? I mean, it's like it's unnatural. You're letting your talents go to waste. I'm naturally talented, you know? Yeah, look at that. Oh, look at that muscle. But, you know, some of you gotta use magic sometimes. You can't, you'll never be as good as me, but, you know, like, you won't even get close. I mean, you'll never get close anyway, but you'll never get better if you don't use magic, you know? We only knew LT was a girl because of the hall she stays in. Come on, it'll be fun. You want to show off your skills, don't you? Who's up with a little bit of flying basketball, you know? I've never lost at foot basketball. You know, I probably will never lose at flying basketball. But, like, we could totally, like, get into it and go. The guys wear their capes to the side, the girls wear it over both shoulders. This is 100% true. No, there's no magic allowed in the sports club. No, maybe we should take a vote on it. You're with me, right? You know, there's a couple of brothers. We can't let these, you know, we can't let these fine ladies, you know, stand across from us. You gotta work together with me sometimes. Yeah. Trader, LT, this is 100% no magic allowed. I don't think it's a good idea. We're only freshmen, but we've got players from all 4 years, and we all know completely different spells. I didn't even realize that. I was just, this dude's not even in the club, and he's out here trying to make rules? Absolutely not. I couldn't play flying basketball. I can't fly. There, see? Oh, you know, without magic, it's just kiddie games. You know, like stomp you guys at everything, no matter what. But, you know, they can't even give you a chance. You know, why should we have to hold back from the, you know, the best we can do? You know, I personally, you know, one time I went to the Olympics, right? And I was so good that they actually told me I was disqualified because my testosterone was more than, like, 100 steroids, and it wasn't fair for all the Olympians to, like, not be on steroids when they're playing against me. So that's why I've never won, like, an Olympic gold medal. Yeah, we should be real. Real losers. Virginia. Because it's the rules. People without magic still have to hold back. You don't pick up the ball in soccer. You don't beat up the other team to stop them from reaching the goal. You do your best within the rules. That's good sportsmanship. Jacob just snorts at this. Maybe we could have a special game sometime with spells allowed, but only certain spells, so it's fair? I guess. Ellen looks at Jacob. Do you still want to play? Oh, well, you know, I would absolutely stomp the mud in all of you, so maybe, like, call me when you play a real game, and, like, you know, at least, you know, man, I'm gonna get out of here. I got a lot of hot babe. I forgot I had all these hot babes waiting for me back at the hotel room. He leaves. Man, why are boys so rude?
William isn't.
Okay, boys accept William. Come on, let's get back to the game. Jacob intrudes. I did not mean to do that. Hit me with a fat save game. Aw, Ellen. This 2-hour stream will become 4 hours with Jacob. Get ready to never see him again, and as things tend to go. Happy Thanksgiving.
But it's Cologne.
No, it's not that day. Not here. Sorry, I didn't see you want to look at the spells.
Well, why not?
That guy caused a lot of trouble. We don't say his name. My fault. I should have told you guys earlier. The way the native people and the newcomers are mixed out is a little different than it is for the non-magical history. We have strong ties, is what my mom says. Sacred Smoke takes like a fourth of all the magical students in the US, and around here, the local spirits were dealing with them way before us. So a lot of our rituals and celebrations come from them.
So, this is Thanksgiving.
Not really. I was kidding. It's Canadian Thanksgiving. You're Southern, so you don't notice it as much.
Oh.
Anyway, what should I do this week? I mean, same as usual, brother. Hit that grind. We rest at 40. Listen, I thought this was a dating sim. I don't think it is now. I absolutely think I can't believe I failed red magic. I hate this. I'm in pain. Do you think being smarter makes you learn more? I think it's a dating sim. We've just rejected all advances. Gained 1 black magic, 1 stress. Okay, pretty bad week for learning, honestly. On Saturday morning, the mall and allowances are delivered. What should I do today? We need to hit a rest today. Find me at the games arcade. There are only a few old-style video games with joysticks and buttons here. Most of the arcade is filled with racing games, dance pad, claw grabbers, things that give out tickets for prizes, and a surprisingly large collection of pinball machines. Dude, absolutely spend $1 on a claw machine. I set my sights on a cute stuffed rabbit, insert my money, and maneuver the claw until it's above the prize. The claw descends and takes hold of the rabbit, but lets it fall again before reaching the exit chute. That's so frustrating. What? What? I'm in pain. Let's look at our spells. Don't we need to learn more to be smarter? Really, it's the chicken and the egg. Alright, we can improve visibility in dark places. We can see ghosts and creatures of the other world. We can view a nearby known location. We can create a small breeze. We can determine the current state of health of a living target and locate ailments and injuries. We can track scent. We can detect weak points and hidden details. We can see through illusions. We can force someone to be temporarily noiseless. We can reveal the emotional state of a target. We can communicate understandably with a willing target. And we can expand the caster's mind to visualize nearby locations, making them known. That's crazy. Anyway, I don't need to save. We barely did anything. Next week. We definitely have to take a rest day this week. Hey guys, I just thought I should warn you. The next exam is Friday. Uh-oh, gamers.
But the end of the month isn't until next week.
Don't look at me. I don't make the rules. Will it be like the first one? I'm waiting for this to become Fire Emblem. Nothing doing. This time they drop us in a pit full of alligators and we had to fight our way out.
You're such a liar.
It's not a lie if it's funny. Yeah, but do you know anything real? Well, I'm pretty sure we'll be in the dungeons, because pretty much all the exams are, but I don't know what they're gonna make us do. William said that after the first time we have to cast real spells we've learned in class, so we can't just fake it with wild magic. Oh yeah, wow, if only I knew that for the last one. So we'd better know enough spells. What should I do this week? We 100% need a rest day. Hit me with red, green, black. Give me some more white. We're gonna take a break on blue to rest this week. God, that was a big reduction. Hell yeah. 1 red magic. I was really hoping for more. Oh, it's okay. We got push object. Shove a target 1 square in the direction indicated by the caster. That's very, very specific. That's big, specific gameplay task. 1 square? Alright, we're trying to maximize our skills here. Failure! I'm fucked. That's good, at least. Write or remove words from a target object, okay? We gotta think hard for the exam. 3 white magic, let's fucking go. No spell, though. At the appointed time, I make my way to the testing room. Oh, baby. I'm not sure why they sent us to a specific room anyway. If they're just going to teleport us into the dungeon when we get there. Unless this time it will be different? Nope, doesn't look like it. This is a pit. Once again, I find myself in the dungeon, but this time in a larger area facing a deep, dark hole. Greetings...
Greetings, LT Felty. Behold, the abyss. You will find the exit to this dungeon on the other... LT Felty. Behold.
I can't do a Saw voice.
This dungeon is now warded. You may not teleport outside of this dungeon level. You must cross the abyss in order to succeed. You may choose to surrender at any time, and you will be retrieved from the dungeon safely. Pass or fail, the choice is yours. Good luck.
So, now what? Okay. Movement and spellcasting commands can be found on the left-hand side of the screen. If you hold down the Shift key, you can use the left, right, and up arrows to move around the dungeon. Excuse me? What? Oh, baby. Open spellbook. What do we got here? Got 25 magic. We could detect some ghosts. Gentle breeze, diagnosis. Could see through illusions. Hit me with see-through illusions real quick. There don't appear to be any illusions here. Okay, I got you. Examine the walls. They're exactly what they seem to be. Floor. You examine the floor, it's exactly what it seems to be. Abyss. You see nothing, a great deal of nothing. You can't even make out the bottom of the pit. Pile of rocks. A small amount of stone loosely piled. We could theoretically move the rocks to fill the hole. Oh, there's more. Ooh, okay. Hold up a second here. There's more. There's more puzzle here. Look at the rocks again. Okay. Oh, this looks real weird. A ladder. The bridge. A sturdy bridge made of stone. Inspection. We can't push object. But it costs 5 mana. I have 23, so I could move it 4 times. Hold up a second. Hold up. Let me see something here. 1. That's 1. 2. 3. 4. Okay, theoretically we could do that if we can't think of anything else. But let's keep exploring for a minute. I may have cost us. Oh, that's actually the only way to go, I think. This map is very confusing. This is really disorienting. Okay. I think we try to get on the other side of the bridge, hope that 4 pushes is enough for it. And then that's our best go around for it. Oh, there's more. Walls. They're exactly what they seem to be. Dead end is inscribed upon one of them. It's exactly what it seems to be. Live end is inscribed upon it. Okay. Let's see real quick. If we pushed it from here, 1, 2, 3, 4. It would be enough. I think it would be enough. I think there's something to be said about maybe we could use illusion magic to look at the live end. Here's the question. We got to make a choice here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we have enough. We have the Inscription spell. The Inscription spell. That's what I'm saying. Here's the thing. Here's our decisions. We can push an object one space, and most likely get the bridge to the abyss. Because I think it's 4 spaces from my count. If it moves it the way I think it moves it, it's 4 spaces and we've done it. If it does not move it the way I think it moves it, then we fail outright. However, if we use one of our spells to try and figure out a puzzle in this room, and it puts us below 20, we lose outright because we can't get 4. We could try... We could try using 3 of our 1-point spells, or some of this. Some part of me thinks the bridge won't move. I think it will. I think your options here are use... like, have a way to move the bridge, or figure out this puzzle. Do we want to try Inscription first, or do we want to try, like, True Sight to see if there's an illusion here? What are your thoughts? Because we can use 3 mana and still be good to go on moving the bridge. Let's try the bridge. Okay. Well, do we want to try using 3 mana first? Because we can use 3 mana safely. Because it takes 5 to push the object, and we have 23. I definitely goofed by not searching the whole area before using freaking True Sight. Since we didn't save, if the bridge thing is stupid, we could restart, but I think the bridge is the best bet. So no one wants to try anything before the bridge. We want to go just for the bridge. Also, save scumming is the coward's way. Okay. Bridge end, excuse me. Hit me with a... push bridge end. I would like to push it south. Okay. So now we go forward. And now open spellbook. Push object. Bridge. South. We want to push it west. What? We lose. No, wait, we can do it here. North. It shoves something else. The rocks. It's not... Yep. One short. Unbelievable. True Sight. Inscription. Floor. What would you like to write? Well, it was worth a shot. Exit. Kimmy's smarter than me. Should have wrote exit. Let me make sure it's there's you can't push. You tell me I can't scoot this a little bit more. Fuck it. We're jumping. Absolutely. But instead of splattering, I find myself back in the school. I'm not loading the game again. That's save scum. No save scumming. No save scumming. I'd rather fail on my own merits than cheat to win. Miss Felty, what did you think you were doing? Well, you see, I had the entire test correct, except I made 2 minor goofs which cost me everything. So I had one choice but to jump. Terrible answer. No, I'm not reading this. This is dumb fucking dialogue. I absolutely deserve to fail, but the dialogue is stupid. Are you fucking reading this shit right now? Are you fucking reading this shit right now? Like, obviously the pit wasn't an illusion, but you're really gonna have my character say, oh, I thought it was an illusion. Then use your spell to figure out if it's an illusion, idiot. You really gonna have this dialogue right now? Considering trying to figure out whether or not it's an illusion is what failed me the test? And do not assume that I will... Okay, I get it. For your abysmal performance, you will receive 10 demerits and detention tomorrow. Whatever. I like how having 2... I love how being short 2 mana is an abysmal performance. I am unconcerned with detention. I am the first to arrive in the detention room, followed shortly by Donald. You really are an old hand at this, aren't you? You know it. The professor arrives and looks back and forth at the 2 of us. Mr. Danson, what could I do that would make you stop ending up here every weekend? I don't know. This is a serious question, Mr. Danson. I require a truthful answer. What if you didn't like the answer? I mean, if the truth made you mad, you gave me another detention, then... You will not be punished for speaking the truth. I have ways to tell if you are lying. If you are, I may have to become creative. Well, okay. He thinks for a moment, then smiles. If you climbed up on the cafeteria table during lunch wearing a feather boa and sang happy birthday to me, that would cause you to stop seeking out detention? Yeah. Your honesty is duly noted. I will show you to your task. Follow me. Miss Felty, wait here. They leave the room. I'm not sure what Donald was thinking, but I bet the professor's not happy with him. A few minutes later, Professor Grabner returns. He sits at the table and massages his temples. Sir? Oh, you. He stands and turns to go through one of the cabinets until he finds a thin book, which he tosses onto the table. Read that, write a report summarizing it. I pick up the book. It's hardcover with a patterned gold binding and a crudely drawn scowling figure on the front. The title is, Little Will Went Up the Hill and Came Down in Pieces. Is this a children's book? If you behave like a child, you'll be educated like one. This is how wizard children learned not to be suicidally stupid. Now get started. Keeping my side to myself, I sit down and begin reading. Wow, this is morbid. Every few pages, one of Willie's friends makes a mistake and dies in a grisly new way, while the adults in the background carry on having a party. British kids have to read this stuff? Dude, what is this comment? Write the report. With a sigh, I get to work. It's not pleasant reading, but I guess that's the point. We are not being horny for Grabner. Absolutely not. Next week. I don't understand.
Why are classes canceled on Friday?
Because of the dock dance on Thursday night.
A dance? But I don't have anything to wear, and I haven't asked anyone.
Not that kind of dance. What is it then? On Halloween night, witches and wizards dance in the dark so the fairies can visit. It's a ceremonial thing. At home, we only do it for a few minutes, but because there's so many of us here, they make it into a big event at school. It goes on all night. So it's not really romantic dive dance, but I guess you can bring a date if you wanted to. So will you be going with Jacob? What?
You like Jacob?
Next Saturday we should go to the library and get some merits. Absolutely. I'm taking another rest day this week exclusively because Saturday I'm going to go get rid of these merits. No? Where did you get that idea? Well, he's always teasing you. So is Donald. That just means he's a jerk. Sorry. Whatever. So, what should I do this week? Okay. Listen. I'm standing by white magic. Except I have to have a rest day this week. That sucks. Alright, I'm not standing by white magic then. I still think white magic is good, it's just my mistake. I made massive whoopsies in that one. I can't blame white magic for that. Kimmy was right, I should have typed exit. I find Donald and Virginia standing outside our room. Oh, get ready for this, guys. Don't you have something for me? Yeah, happy birthday, you goof. She hands him a box. Socks again? Yeah, but this time they're yellow. Well, thanks, I guess. Happy birthday. Wow, what an irrelevant scene. We're not even gonna, like, give him anything for his birthday. It's pretty fucked. I learned a new spell. Cures minor injuries and ailments on one living target. Fair enough. Do.
So, what do you think about the dance tomorrow?
I don't know. I'm not sure how you hold a dance in the dark. I wonder if there'll be punch.
Are you gonna ask anyone?
Virginia said it wasn't that kind of dance.
Yes, but that means it's easier. It's not like a real date, so... What's that?
There's something taped to the door of our room. Something pink and rectangular. Ellen takes it down and looks at it.
Well, I guess you don't need to ask anyone.
She hands me the envelope with my name on it. I take out the letter inside and begin to read. I already know.
Dear LT, please don't throw this away. I know I deserve it. I've been terrible to you.
What is this? I flick down to the end. Damien. After refusing to talk to me for a month, now he's sending me love letters? I keep reading.
You deserve better. I should have told you what was going on. Please meet me tomorrow before the dark dance, and I will explain everything.
So, who's it from?
Damien.
Oh.
Dude. Don't tear it up. But I'm not gonna fall for his ways. I fold the letter and tuck it into my pocket. It's not a love letter. He says he wants to talk to me. That's all. Don't tell Virginia, okay? I want to find out what's going on.
Alright.
I'm not gonna fall for Damien, but I love a good mystery. Late in the evening, hours after dinner, the students are summoned to the dark dance. Keep it, it's real. Even in the halls, the lights have been turned off, leaving only moonlight and the faint blue glow of magic to navigate by. Somewhere in the distance, the sound of drums forms an awakened heartbeat. But before I can reach the dance, someone catches my arm.
LT,
Hi.
I'm glad I could find you. I was afraid I'd be too late. I've been an idiot. Look what I said to you that day. I didn't mean it.
Then why did you say it?
Because I was trying to push you away.
Well, you did that.
I'm sure you've heard the stories by now. William will have made sure of that. About me and the girls and how I hurt people that get close to me. And it's true. I don't expect you to understand. You're filled with light. You're a happy person. You're bright and fresh and honest and enthusiastic. That's what I like about you. But me, I've got a lot of dark things in my life. Things I can't talk about, not with anyone. When I've been with girls, I can't let them get too close. And if they keep trying, I have to stop them.
I don't see what this has to do with me.
Don't you?
We weren't dating.
No, it was worse. We were becoming friends. I started to feel like I could trust you, and that scared me. You're not like other girls, LT. You're special. Watching you explore your new world here at school, all ice and stars, makes me happy. And that's dangerous.
Why? He laughs. I almost read it in his voice.
See? That's it. You're innocent. It's cute. I lied to you, and then I tried to stay away, but I missed you. Knowing that you thought I hated you. Knowing that even though I sent you presents, you'd never imagine they were for me.
He's simping. That pie was from you?
I don't usually attend things. like the Apple Festival where I have to hide what I am. But I thought you might be sad that you couldn't go, so I brought you something. I hope you liked it.
Dude, it's pretty good. It was a good pie. It was great, thanks. Man, friend zoned. I'm 100% friend zoning him. You're welcome. I'll be nice to him. This man has lost all trust for a relationship. He's simping for a friend.
Anyway, I decided that I owed it to you to tell you the truth about what happened, and to say that I'm sorry. I'd like to be friends again if we can be, if you can understand.
Dude, absolutely we can still be friends. Of course we can. I'm glad. I don't need my friends to trust me, okay? I need my best friends to trust me. I don't need every single friend to trust me for every single thing, you know? That's a lot to ask for every one of my friends. It do be like that sometimes.
Now, you've got a dance to get to. Enjoy your night, and I'll see you later. Oh, and whatever you do, don't peek at the spirits.
With a wink, he walks away. When I walk into the darkened gym, my eyes are nearly useless, but my other senses are overwhelmed. Fuck, save the game. No, that's a load game. It keeps popping up randomly for some reason. Pine sap, evergreen, and the scent thick and strong and sweet. Trey, you can't friend zone him when he's already friend zoned you. That's what they all say. It's my turn now. The fragile crunch of dead leaves underfoot. Swirling breezes drifting hot and cold. Autumn mixed with smoke. Murmurs and laughter from unseen lips all blending together. This is very sensual. And under it all, music. Not as do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Not as loud as it was at the junior high dance at my old school, where the only way to hear the tune was to stand outside the building. Just music all around me. Is this how wizards throw a party? I can't really see the people around me, but their presence registers through sound and shadow, dancing, and so I begin to dance as well. Not too fast, I have to focus on my surroundings so I don't wave my arms right into someone else, but it's fun. No one can see me, I can't see myself, and the music goes on, looping into and over itself without ever reaching an end, playing tricks with my sense of time. It feels magical. Are there really spirits dancing here with us? Listen, gamers. What's the good? I know Damien told us not to, but what's the point of having ghost vision if you never use it? I know the spell, but I've never seen a spirit creature. This is my chance. He warned us. Yeah, well, he also said he couldn't trust us, so why should I trust him? I see something. Ah! There's stabbing pain in my eyes and everything goes black. Whoops. The next thing I know, I'm lying in the hallway outside the gym. My eyes are still stinging and I blink repeatedly to try and focus. I'm not sure how I got here, but I can hear voices. Are you teaching these children not even the basic rules of sometimes experience is the best teacher? She could have been killed. What, me? You are always welcome to take over the white course yourself. Hieronymus. Listen. I hate to say it, I'm very much on Grabner's side here. Like, me going oof ow my eyes, not that bad. This dude's like, oh, you moron, you didn't tell him not to look at ghosts? They could have killed her. And she's like, oh, well, sometimes you're gonna learn that the ghost can kill you. No, what are you talking about? And just like that, the fires of rage behind his eyes snapped to tight little pinpricks. So help me, Petunia. If you insult me like that again, I will leave this establishment, notice or no notice. My apologies, I only wish the best. You wish to meddle, as you always do. I think perhaps I better speak up now. What happened? Ah, Miss Felty, did it ever occur to you within the muddled workings of your toy plastic brain that this event is called the Dark Dance for a reason? Yes, because it helps bring the spirits out. Professor Plotsam takes my hand and helps me to my feet. The original Dark Dance was created so that the Jogao could take part in local celebrations without being seen by people who might exploit them. Since you tried to spy on them, they punished you. But you weren't tied to a formal contract and you weren't trying to capture them, so they only stunned you. Which leaves it in my hands. 10 demerits for your foolishness. It's the teacher's fault for not teaching me. It is literally the teacher's fault for not teaching me. But we're glad to see that you're alright. Speak for yourself. Wrapping his cape around himself, he vanishes into the darkness. He does mean well, you know. Angering creatures from the other can be... Yeah, he means well. He was pissed at you for not teaching me anything. It's your fault. It's literally your fault. Not the ones here at the dance. I wouldn't allow any guest that dangerous to attend, of course. I want you children to blossom here. To reach your full potential, you have to be able to take chances and learn from the consequence. Then why are you punishing me? I got tased by a ghost and you're like also demerits. Shut up. I hate you. It's too bad about Saturday, but at least you'll have tomorrow off. Shut the fuck up. Listen. Will I take blame for getting tasered by a ghost for looking at it? Yes. Absolutely. But when you're gonna prelude the dialogue with, hey, you idiotic moron teacher, why didn't you teach them about this? Anyway, I'm punishing the kid. That's literally the game telling you the teacher is a moron. She smiles and walks away. I absolutely deserve to be tased by the ghost, and I expected it. But scholarly punishment? Ridiculous. Classes are canceled on Friday so we get to sleep in and lots of free stress clearing. That was the day. After lunch, we all came back to the room to relax. At least Virginia and I do. Ellen sits at her desk and pulls a large book off the shelf, but lays it down closed in front of her and sighs. What's up?
Nothing, just the dance.
Did you get detention too?
What? No.
LT, what happened to you? I used spirit vision. They didn't like that. Oh, you could have warned me. I didn't know. I've never tried. But what about Ellen? Did Ellen have a date? We did take a rest day this week, though. That's what fucking sucks. The reaction is immediate. No, we didn't. We took it last week. That's right. The reaction is immediate. Whoa, I'm sorry. You okay? What happened? She scrubs at her face and sniffs, trying to push the wetness back in her eyes and failing.
Nothing.
That doesn't look like nothing.
Nothing happened. Nothing ever will happen. He said, because of you.
Wait, what? Me?
Because I'm your roommate, it's like I'm his sister too.
Sis, you liked Donald? I smacked her on the arm. No, you idiot, William. Oh, I thought he swore off girls after Angela. That butterfly senior who was so nasty. Some sad music. Uh-oh, gamers. William Gay hit the sad violin.
He went out with her?
She's awful. That's why they broke up. Look, Ellen, I'm not good at sensitive stuff, but I know my brother wouldn't want to hurt you.
Didn't say he did.
Well, I want to make you feel better?
I'm fine.
Virginia sighs. Dude, straight up. About William. We gotta talk it out. What exactly did William say to you anyway?
He said that he was looking out for me because he was my senior and I was a nice girl, but he thinks of us like sisters.
He thinks of himself like your sister.
No, me and you.
It's guy rules. You don't date your friend's sister and you don't date your sister's friends. What if you're friends with everybody? It's not that big of a school. Then he has to stay single. This is a real thing? Is that really the reason? Because we're roommates? I don't know. That is really how the guy code works, but it's not like a law or something. It's just, it'd be really creepy to have to watch one of you guys kissing my brother.
Creepy?
Virginia laughs and waves her hands in the air. Not because you're creepy, just, he's my brother. I don't want to see him kissing anybody. You have a brother, right? Wouldn't you think it was weird if he was dating one of us?
I have a sister, and she's 12.
So nobody here should be touching her. But when William was a freshman here, I was only 13, so it's sort of the same.
Whatever.
I guess neither Ellen nor I has a chance with William. Good. Fuck, I don't give a shit about William. Fucking JFK sounding motherfucker. On Saturday morning, the mail allowances are delivered. I get up to go to my detention. When I arrive at the room for detention, it seems the professor hasn't even bothered to turn up. Donald is here, scowling down at a notebook in front of him. He doesn't pay any attention to my entrance. There's a thick blue library book on the table with folklore and mythological compilation on the cover in silver lettering. Next to it, a piece of paper headlined with my name, Professor Grabner's handwriting. According to this note, I'm supposed to read a list of selected fairy tales and identify the most common failing of the human heroes. I flipped through the book quickly. Ethne the Bride, Beauty and the Beast, the Sea Nymph, East of the Sun and West of the Moon, the Gifts of the Mountain Spirits. Are all these stories true, or just the ones he's picked out? Or none? I've heard some of these since I was a little girl, but they never mention jogyo, or dances like the one we had. I better get to work. I sit across from Donald and smile at him. I would like to point out, I appreciate that there's different detention cutscenes that relate to why you got detention. It's not just, here's a random detention cutscene that's different each time. It's this detention correlates at least somewhat to what you did. Don't you get tired of being here every Saturday? Hey, you noticed. Noticed what? That I'm here. Well, that's sort of obvious, isn't it? You think. Beg your pardon? He leans back in his chair and smiles. Do you have any brothers or sisters? Huh? No. Do you want them? I'm lonely sometimes. It's a fact. I've got 2 sisters. I wish I had a sibling that I grew up with, though. I do sometimes. It'd be nice to have a friend my own age who lived with us and went on vacation with us, so I'd never have to be lonely. Yeah, a friend would be nice. Wait. I know you and Virginia don't get along, but what about William? You're brothers. You must have a lot to share. Ha! You know what you asked me earlier? William never asks. Which thing I asked you earlier? He doesn't answer. The silent moment stretches. In the distance, I hear footsteps echoing down the hall. Hey, LT, do me a favor. Okay. Ask William what he thinks of me. And with that, he turns his head back to his work just before the door opens. Grabby's back, so I better act like I'm paying attention to my assignment. By the afternoon, I finished taking notes on the fairies in these stories. They're all completely different. One will give you gold if you're polite and give you a hunchback if you're not, but another will only give treasure to people who insult him. One hero defeated an army of elves just by digging a hole in a hill and sprinkling it with salt, but in a different story, a king lost his whole country and was cursed for 100 years for looking at a fairy woman naked. I have no idea what I'm supposed to learn from this, except maybe that dealing with fairies is a bad idea. It was boring work, but it's over now. I should gain smart for that. I'm walking along, minding my own business, when suddenly I feel a gentle touch on the back of my head. I turn around, but there's no one nearby. Someone's casting spells. Jacob? Then I notice something white drifting to the floor. Paper? With a few long strides, William crosses the hall to reach my side. Whoops, sorry about that. He picks up the paper and airplane and winks at me. It was supposed to go over your head. No problem. Now that I've run into him, I have a chance to ask him something if I want. Dude, absolutely ask him about Donald. This is sort of a silly question. Do you and Donald get along? Huh? Sure. Why? Well, see, I've never had a brother or sister. My friends at school, sometimes their sisters were their best friends, and sometimes they couldn't stand each other, or they were always competing. Virginia talks about you all the time. She really looks up to you, and she relies on you to know how things work. Is it like that with you and Donald, or is there some kind of secret masculine bonding thing? Well, I can't tell you about all male secrets. No, Donald's his own way guy. He'd rather solve his problems himself. Like his problems with his sister? I don't get involved in that. You mean you're not on Virginia's side? There's no point in taking sides. If she's told you that she's always the innocent one, don't believe her. They're each as bad as the other. But you like Virginia better. What is she up to this time? Huh? Nothing. Tell her I love her, but I can't get her out of her homework. I'm not here to talk about Virginia. I'm trying to talk about Donald. What? Oh. Oh? Well, I can't tell you much about that. I've only been at home with them for the summer these past few years. Donald's never told me about any special girls. Actually, if he thinks I've got a crush on Donald, that might be a good reason for him to give me an honest opinion. So, what do you think of Donald, really? He's not a bad kid. He's just got too much energy, and that's what gets him into trouble. It happens with a lot of wolves. If he were willing to work hard on anything but pranks, he could go a long way. A steady girlfriend would probably be good for him. I certainly wouldn't complain about seeing you together. But I'm not the one you have to ask, am I? He ruffles my hair. Don't worry, I won't tell him you said anything. Good luck. And then he's gone. I'm waiting for the William heel turn. That was not quite how I expected Donald's question to turn out. Save game. Listen, we really needed that stress sweep so that we can start doing some big learns. Let's alternate. Let's get black magic to 10 and then start. You know what? You know what? Smart is probably magic points. And strength is probably HP. Oof. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna alternate learning black and red. I wanna double down on red this week. I wanna triple down on red this week. Then starting next week, we'll alternate learning red and black and study and strength. I really wish we could have asked about Ellen. If he is for you dating Donald, why not him and Ellen? This is big brain thinking. I would imagine that it's his rules and not Donald's rule. Because it's like, he's not going to step into who his siblings date, but he's got his own morals. Completely removes visibility in the caster's location. So pitch blackness. Communicate with a willing subject in a nearby known location. Pink. Them people could tell you apart. That's the absolutely wrong voice. Them people could tell you apart. Oh, LT. Hey, Luke, can you go on for a bit? I need to talk to LT about something. Oh, sure. Catch up with you later, man. He poses nonchalantly while his roommate walks away, but once Luke is out of sight, his face falls. So, did you talk to my brother? What'd he say about me? Let's see. He says you have too much energy. I'm gonna give him the honest straight shot. I talked to him, he said you're overly energetic and bored, and that's why you fool around all the time. But he said that's not such a bad thing, and that lots of people in your hall are like that. Yeah, that's his excuse. Excuse? For being kicked in a wolf hall. I don't know the details, I just know we got in a fight. He gave some guy a black eye. See, that's something I wouldn't do. Unless it was painted on. Anyway, that should tell you how things stand. He doesn't really get me, if you know what I mean. He's only got eyes for urchin. He did say she gives as good as he did say she gives as good as she gets between you. Well, that's something. Anyway, I should get going. See ya. I forgot that urchin is what he called his sister for a second. That's hilarious. Please, kits and cubs, take your seats. There are some things we should talk about before your magical education progresses any further. Oh, now you want to teach me something, huh? Most of you know yourselves as either a boy or a girl, and that identity may be important to you. Wait, is this going to be sex education? But even with humans, sex is not always as simple as male or female, with nothing in between. And in the magical world, there are many more possibilities which you should be aware and respectful of. Guess not. Some entities are sexless and will be confused if you address them by masculine or feminine terms. Some can change gender roles at will or be both at once. Some beings have more than 2 sexes. All of which can be difficult for the English language to cope with. Many living beings will take offense to being referred to as it, although not all. It is wise to ask those you meet how they prefer to be addressed. To make things easier, we witches and wizards have our special pronouns to use when gender is other or unknown. Repeat after me. as himself. I mutter the strange syllables along with the other students, feeling a bit... Are these neo-pronouns? This is very progressive for a 2012 game. Here's a way to remember. Someone with enough magic can say whatever he wants. 3 magic and 3 stress. I've got nothing against the gender conversation, but it seemed very shoehorned in without any real, like, reason to it. It felt very random. 2012? Dang. Yeah, dude, and the sequel came out just this year. Add heat to the caster's current square, raising the temperature slightly. That feels important. Oh, no. Maybe it'll come up in the next test. Listen, if it does, absolutely. Because then the class actually taught us something.
Hello, LT. Did you enjoy your dinner?
I suppose it was alright.
Really?
If you like your chili on the bland side.
I thought so. There are many secrets here you probably haven't found yet, such as the best place to get a good meal. Would you like to come to dinner with me tomorrow, off campus?
At the mall food court? He chuckles.
Near the mall, but not quite part of it. It's called the Glen, and it's magic only. The professors go there when they're too tired to travel, and visiting parents who want to take their student children somewhere nice.
I thought parents weren't allowed to visit.
Non-magical parents aren't supposed to visit.
Oh.
So, would you like to go?
Ah. Oh, dog, I can't afford it. I'm sorry, gamer. Actually, I'm busy this week. I gotta get these merits up. No, but Kimmy, the merits. I have to... Kimmy, I know you're simping for Damien, but we need to work on our merits this weekend. You don't want to get kicked out, do you? I need to know, Kimmy. I can't afford it. See if he pays. Kimmy, I can't believe what I'm hearing here. Kimmy, the merits. Kimmy. I'm not surprised, Kimmy. I'm just disappointed. I said I couldn't believe you said that. I absolutely could believe you said that. I'm sure you've said it plenty of times. I lied. I know you've said it plenty of times. Then it still might be a no and we can work on merits. Leave it to chance. She's got... But Kimmy, we have $49. What if we say I can't afford it? And he calls us a liar because he used his demon powers to see our bank account. Lying is a sin, Kimmy. A sin. Kimmy, I will let you choose. I will either say alright or I'm busy this week and we will work on merits. If you're this adamant about it, let's see how responsible you really are. I will not tell him I can't afford it. Especially when in a few, like less than a month, I might be busting out some sick bat wings that I bought with my paycheck. Stay or go, the choice is yours, Kimmy. Saw theme begins playing. Say alright, I want more character time. Alright. Alright, that sounds like fun. If it takes our money, I'm going feral. He tilts his head in farewell, then walks away. Kimmy, what the fuck are you? Don't... I'm never giving Kimmy an option again. Kimmy has lost option privileges. On Saturday morning, the mall allowances are delivered. Ellen, there's a letter for you.
Oh, it's from my family.
Ellen carefully works her finger under the sealed envelope flap, opening it with a minimum of tearing, then unfolds the letter and begins to read.
What?
She drops back under her bed with a thud and stares at the paper in her hands. What is it?
It's nothing, just a change of plans. Apparently I'm not going home for Thanksgiving.
What?
Because it's a long way for such a short break, so it's better for me to stay here.
Is that what you wanted?
That doesn't matter. Really, it doesn't. It's not my decision. I can't go home on my own. They don't want me there.
Well, we want you here, don't we, LT? Yeah. Just like when I stalled on choosing the tunnel for a whole hour. No, that was significantly... No, I'm not hard breaking kayfabe. I at least laugh at the Kimmy indecisiveness. No. I will never acknowledge stalling on tunnel for an hour as a good joke. That was a massive waste of everyone's time. Come on, we should all do something together today. Dude, absolutely. No. They get precedence over Damien. I would like to call Damien and inform him. This is far more important.
You don't have to do that. I'm fine, really.
You fine about not going home? What, do you hate your pants or something? Virginia.
I don't hate them, they just don't want me. Mama's probably glad to be rid of me.
What about your dad?
He's not around. I lived with my mama and Justin, my stepfather.
Your father left you?
Not exactly. She left him with us because Jenny's my half-sister. Justin's her dad. My father was angry? I don't remember a lot of what happened. Then we moved, and eventually he stopped writing. Mama says I look like him.
I'm sure they want to have you home. It's 800 miles. You're going home for Christmas, right?
As far as I know.
Is it okay for people to stay here over the holidays? Yeah, there's always someone staying. Some people don't want to have to go back to being non-magical. Hey, if you want, you can come to our house for the break.
Really?
Sure, we're used to having people stay over. I mean, I have to ask, but I'm sure it'll be alright. Unless you don't want to, because, you know, my brother.
Oh, I'd rather be there than here all alone.
Okay, I'll write Mom and Dad. Now, let's go do something. Let's go outside. I want some fresh air.
Okay.
Look at what you've done, Kimmy. Listen, y'all said I couldn't let Kimmy get away with it. Now Kimmy has to know that us no-showing Damien is her fault. Unless it gives me the option to tell Damien I'm not coming, in which case I will do it because it's rude to no-show. We go for a walk and eventually a run, which occasionally turns into a chase. I'm still the fastest. We have a good time, but tire ourselves out a bit. I'm relaxing in my room Sunday morning when somebody knocks at the door. It is Damien. I will explain to him, and he will... You ignored what I wanted, then made me choose what I didn't want, and then bailed on him? That's all on you. Whatever you say, nerd. Damien. Hi.
Hello, LT. I'm so sorry I missed out on dinner yesterday.
Let's go. Let's get it. Hold up. Let's... I need to pull up some winter music real quick. I gotta pull up some winter music. Oh, yeah, here we go. That's a Stadia ad. Hold up, baby. Hold up, baby. Hold up. Hold up. Damn, it feels good to be right all the time. Is the music playing? You're still a bitch. We are the champions. No time for... I did it wrong. No time for Kimmy. I don't know how it worked out. I'm still mad. Damien was gonna no-show us. Let's go. Damn, it feels good to be a gangster. I hope you fail the next test again.
It was a silly accident and I had to wait for the healer. Everything's fine now, but with all the confusion, I forgot to send you a message. I'm very sorry if I worried you.
I couldn't make it either, actually. Actually, I couldn't make it either. My roommate had a personal situation and we all had to stay to give her moral support.
She alright?
Yeah, she'll be okay. I guess it was just an unlucky day for everyone, wasn't it?
I would much rather have shared a meal than shared bad luck.
Me too.
So, shall we try it again this weekend?
Oh, absolutely not.
Alright, I'll see you later then.
Don't walk under any ladders. He waves and departs. Absolutely not. I didn't get a choice on that one. Tilted. I'm gonna get an earful from Kimmy when this is over. Next week. I'll speak that into the world. Bad test scores for you. Flyers up in the halls have informed us that there will be a special assembly for all freshmen this Thursday. No class activities can be scheduled for that day. What should I do this week? Oh, that sucks. Okay, so... hit me with a... So we're skipping... Nah, give me another red this week. So hit me with this. Next week we'll skip red and black. We kind of need some black, actually. I would like to do one more test before the stream ends in about 30 minutes. Please make yourselves comfortable, little Signets. We'll have a serious issue to talk about today. Uh-oh, serious red classroom issue. Many of you will have learned something about this subject from your parents. Others will know less or nothing at all. Wait, is this going to be sex education? The world you see around you is only the tiniest fraction of all that exists. There are infinite realms which exist outside of our own space and time. Guess not. The nearest such realm is that which we call the Otherworld. You may also have heard of it called Elfheim, or the Dreaming, or the High Hunting Grounds. There are countless other worlds, but the Otherworld is particularly the realm of this world's shadow. The Shadow Realm, if you will. Like a shadow, it is always connected. With enough white magic, an adult witch or wizard can travel the Spiral Gate from anywhere in the world. I am aborting, I have things to do, never mind. Okay. However, you students must not enter the Otherworld under any circumstances. Can any of you tell me why that is? One hand eagerly shoots up. Yes, Minnie? She stands up. Because the Kamras feed on the souls of human children, especially magical children, and they are drawn to any unwarded human who enters their realm. It takes them approximately... Thank you, dear, that will do. Minnie closes her mouth and sits down. The Otherworld is a wonderful place. Magic flows more freely there, and many witches and wizards choose to live there full time. But we are not native to it, and we are not immune to its dangers. Do not attempt to pass the gate, not even with an adult to guard you. Not even with a powerful spell or artifact to protect you. Not even with a friend who has been there before and told you it's safe. Some of your classmates have other than human heritage, but what is safe for them is not safe for you. Damien will try to get us to go to the Otherworld, and I will not let him. Most importantly, if a spirit invites you to the Otherworld, do not accept no matter what you are promised. I am not saying this to frighten you or to challenge you to find a way around my rules. If you disobey, I will not need to punish you because you will be gone. Now, let's get back to brighter subjects. We can talk more about the Otherworld later, and I'll bring in some lovely paintings to show you. Alright, listen. I'm realizing a big issue now, and this is important, you know, I've learned this because the class has taught me this now. I've been taking the spirit world too lightly. I can't just be like, oh, let's summon some spooky ghosts and make friends. No. This is serious business, and I haven't been taking it seriously. Can reveal impressions left by a target by strong emotions in the past. Flashback vision. 2 green magic. Focuses the caster's life energy to temporarily increase physical strength. You were all gung-ho for the True Vision dance, and I was young and naive. I've taken more classes than I've learned. On Thursday morning, all the freshmen are gathered together in the gym. Good morning, my bright young things. Today is a special occasion for all of you. You're going to get to practice what you've learned and try out some spells on each other, without the pressure of a test or grades. This is an important lesson because in future exams you may come up against other spellcasters. You need to know how to use magic in combat and how to avoid magic being used on you. Will everyone please team up in 2s? There's some jostling and shuffling around. Ellen and Virginia pair off, and I end up standing by Virginia's brother, Donald. Please pay attention before we begin. I want you to take turns casting spells at each other and blocking them. This is not a battle, and you're not trying to defeat each other. Think of it like a game of catch. One of you is the pitcher, and one of you is the catcher. You can only pitch when it's your turn, so defenders must only defend and not attack. Also, please don't interfere with any other pairs. That includes casting spells that tend to be messy. No fireballs or ice storms, please. Target only your partner. I will be on hand to deal with any injuries and accidents. If you hurt yourself, please call for help. I'll be right there. Have fun. Fun? I turn to face my partner. Ladies first. I'm not sure what to cast. I've never done this before. You can do a push spell, right? Sure, that's easy. Alright then, are you ready? 3, 2, 1. I start to cast the spell, but suddenly a wave of cold sweeps over my body and I can't move. The spell fizzles uncast. Ha! I wasn't sure that would work. It'll wear off in a minute. As he said, I unfreeze shortly, but my fingertips are still tingling and sore. She warned us it's like a Ouija board. You can't control what's on the other side. It's dangerous. Alright, it's my turn now. You ready? I suppose. Uno, dos, tres. Cash push object. There's a little jolt, and I feel a sting with like a tiny electric shock as Donald stumbles backwards. Ow! Hey, you're not supposed to attack now. I was trying to push your thing. I thought it might throw off your aim. Heh, I guess it might for a moment after. We worked together for a while, trading spells back and forth. Then Donald holds up his hands and leans in close to whisper something. I've got a great idea. When I say go, you drop to the floor and cover your eyes. I'm gonna cast something over your head. Okay. Go! On cue, I duck and cover. There's a whooshing noise and a burst of heat overhead, followed by screams. Donald, what are you doing? Ooh, you're in trouble. While your flaming dragon was very impressive. Oh, I missed the fire dragon? I did specifically tell you to avoid large spells. If poor LT hadn't managed to get away, you would have hurt her badly. Like he cares. This is very disappointing. You've always been so careful in your creativity. Why would you take such a risk? I have to defend Donald. He did not try to hurt me, but I'm gonna get demerits for it. Professor Potsdam, I wasn't actually in danger. He told me to get down and make sure I was out of the way before he cast it. You knew what he was going to do? No! Wait! Why are you lying? Why are you lying? Why are you lying? I'm going to get demerits because our character is lying. No, you moron. No, saying this should not get him out of trouble. It's going to get both of us in trouble. Well, I suppose that changes things slightly. Now you both get demerits. Blah, blah, blah. Detention for both of you, then. What? It's only fair for both conspirators to suffer equally, and you did know that you shouldn't cast large spells, but no demerits since there was no real danger. She did lie. Are we getting more demerits? What an idiot. Well, we're not getting more demerits, thankfully. No, we didn't know what he was doing. He told me to get down, so I got down. That doesn't mean I know what he's gonna do. Alright? He says, get down. That doesn't mean I'm like, haha, Donald, let's do it. When she said, so you knew what he was gonna do, you said, no, I just did what he said, because he's my partner. You don't sit there and say, yeah, I knew exactly what he was gonna do. You fucking brain-dead idiot, LT Felty. Perhaps the two of you can use the time to come up with some more interesting ways of showcasing your skills for the class. Yes, ma'am. No problem. Try to be good now. I fucking hate Professor Potsdam, but this is actually our character's fault for being a dumbass liar. Draco, put Mr. Arias down. She always have to deal with someone else. Luckily, there are no major accents for the rest of the session. When do we meet Big Steve? Dude, we can't get any black magic points at all. On Saturday morning, the mail and allowances are delivered, including something for me. It's a little card with painted flowers on it, maybe violets, or something else bluish. There's no signature, just my name and don't forget handwritten on the back. It must be from Damien to remind me about today, but I can't go. I've got detention. Has he left for the mall yet? I could try to find him and let him know, but what if that makes me late? Professor Grabner will skin me. Absolutely go straight to detention. We cannot afford demerits. I'll just have to hope he understands. If he no-shows me again, I'll lose it laughing. Miss Felty, Mr. Danson, must I be forever burdened with this nonsense? Since you are both being punished for the same offense, you'll receive the same punishment. He points to the tables where two very large glass jars filled with pebbles are sitting. You will each take one jar. You will take out each pebble individually by hand. You will place each pebble on the table, forming two separate stacks. After you have removed each pebble, you will write down the total number of pebbles that were in the jar. You will then return all of the pebbles to your jar by hand. I have ways of detecting whether or not each pebble has been touched. Do not attempt to shirk. Do you understand? Sure. And if your count is off, or you attempt to pocket any of the pebbles, I will lock you in this room with no food or water until Monday. Get on with it. He stalks out of the room, closing the door behind him. This doesn't actually seem that bad. This is the game where the most emotions get involved. What's the point of this? Boredom, that's all. Great. Sorry I got you into this. You didn't. It was my decision. To be a liar. I mean, it wouldn't have been right to let them think you were trying to hurt me when you weren't. Sigh, Damien's storyline is lost. I can feel it. Yeah, well, I knew I was gonna get busted for it, and I didn't warn you. If he knew he'd get into trouble, why did he do it? Because he doesn't care. Well, I better get to work. At the end of the day, I've counted and recounted 432 pebbles, and my neck hurts. This is like that time I was in the back of a car for like 4 hours, and I counted how many licks it took to get to the Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop. But at least I get to leave. I will not allow the Donald route to happen. I will friend zone everyone. He did warn you. I'm relaxing in my room Sunday morning when I hear somebody banging on the door. Damien.
Where were you?
I got detention, so I couldn't go. I should have told you, but I forgot. A lie. Another lie. Say I didn't have time.
You forgot.
Sorry. He sent you flowers that said that...
You lying... You lying little witch. Does it make you feel better to play me for a fool? Are you satisfied?
What are you...
Say what you will. You know nothing.
Don't talk to me like that? What does he think he's in a way? You beg me to forgive him and trust him, then he turns on me like this.
I've had enough of you.
Well, I've had enough of you. Don't come back pretending this was all a misunderstanding. Just go away.
Someday.
He stalled himself down the hall, leaving me standing in the door with my heart racing. He's right. I did lie to him. I didn't forget about you today. I just wanted to see how he'd react. What? 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 I didn't forget about yesterday. I just wanted to see how he'd react. And now I know. I don't want to hear anyone defending this line of dialogue. I don't want to hear anyone defending this specific line of dialogue. What the fuck is this? Someday he's gonna kill us. I don't think we're gonna be friends again now. Dude, you know what? I wish our character wasn't a liar. Remember when I gave this game a lot of credit for saying it never twisted your words? And then the next stream is exclusively, hey, look how much of an absolute liar is? We should have gone to warn him. The dialogue sucks, but still sad. Oh, absolutely. Listen. I didn't want to risk the demerits. But that's a situation where now we can't be friends because our character is a liar and it's lying about our motivation. And that's really bad. That's, honest to God, that's David Cage level of I'm twisting your words.
LT?
Yes?
Do you like theater? Plays?
I don't know. Why?
Well, the drama club is doing Medea this week, and I kind of want to see it, but I don't want to go by myself.
What's Medea? Boo? A Medea Halloween?
It's a classic Greek tragedy. It's about a witch whose lover betrays her and the terrible things she does for revenge.
I wish we would have chosen to say it at least, but nah. Kimmy, you can come down here for Christmas, and you can sit down, and you can play Magical Diary to your heart's content, and you can get the Damien path, and you can just sit there and be happy about your little Damien love route. Alright? There's nothing stopping you. If you want Damien that bad, come and get him. That doesn't sound very nice.
That's why it's a tragedy. They're doing it Friday and Saturday night, and I was thinking I'd rather go Friday.
Is it free?
No, it's $5 for students, so do you want to come?
Listen, I will join Ellen. I'm so close to Batwings. Yeah, Trey, that wasn't very nice. What wasn't very nice? What wasn't very nice, Kimmy? Dunks? Hello? He's been sitting in my lap for like 20 minutes now. We're gonna say yes, I want to save money, but Ellen doesn't ask us for things often. Sure, alright. Thanks. I better figure out what else I'm doing this week. Okay. Hit me with one sleep day. Our strength is poopy bad. Hit me with a red... Hit me with a green, a white, a black, and a strength. Well, after you said your spiel, the game said that wasn't very nice. I see. The delay threw me off. Bonjour, mes chéris. Today I want to talk a bit more about otherworld creatures in general. Because all worlds are connected, they can cross over just as easily as we can. But in this world, they are not native. They are weakened and bound by their nature, just as we are when we travel the other world. Every spirit in this world must follow a set of rules. Not the same set of rules, though. That would be too simple. Rules of behavior vary depending on the type of creature and the method it used to reach our world. If you cast the summoning spell, you can set some of these rules yourself. If you understand the rules that a creature is bound to, you can easily defeat it. Most of you will have heard of vampires being repelled by crosses. That wouldn't work for all vampires, but for some it is an easy weakness to use. In later years, you will study many types of otherworld creatures to learn this sort of lore. Now, to continue with your lessons in white magic. One white magic skill? For all of that? I'm getting ready for dinner when someone knocks on the door. Hey. Hi guys, what's up? Wanna earn some easy merits? Doing what?
Butching and baking and candlestick making?
It's a rhyme. Butching? That's not the right word.
It could be. She's a horse.
You ever been kicked by one? What did you want me to do again? He already said, yin or not. Dude, absolutely. Give me the merits. Fine, lead on. The boys lead me to a classroom with a stove set up at the back, normally used for potion making. There are several posts and pots and a collection of metal cylinders on the floor nearby. They don't have lids and they're not the right size for any pipes I know of. What are they? There you are. Now if you just hold still for a moment, a wave of green magic rolls over me. That should improve your resistance to heat and stop you from burning yourself too easily. Of course, you'll still need to be careful. The village people. Especially you, Mr. Pfeiffer.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, I think this was the guy who jumped up on the desk and said the poem. You have an instruction sheet here with all the steps, including the proportions for the dyes and fragrance oils. Do you have any questions? We're cool. Alright, I'm going out for a while, but I'll be back shortly to keep an eye on things. Don't worry, I won't interfere. I might even bring in my knitting. She walks out, leaving me with two boys who obviously haven't told me everything. What are we doing here? Potsdam really took a heel turn this stream. She took a heel turn at the end of last stream when she punished us for not taking the classes we wanted, for taking the class we wanted to take. I'm making candles, it's for the fundraiser thing. What fundraiser thing?
The school sells stuff at the mall to raise money.
Oh. So she's not still mad at you about last week then? Oh, Potsdam? Nah, she was never really mad. She loves me.
If she loves you so much, why doesn't she marry you? Haha! Got him! Classic Luke.
What? She's an old lady, you goon. She's not that old, but too old for you, I'm sure. And we shouldn't talk like this in case she comes back. Right, candles. So how does it work? Set up the wick, melt the wax, pour it in, then cool it down. Easy. You can cast a seal spell, right? No. Alright, you run the wax and Luke can do the wicks.
Sure.
Okay, the wax is set up in a double boiler. Make sure there's always water in there. And keep an eye on the temperature. If the wax gets too hot, it'll explode. Explode? That's why Potsdam heat-proofed us. Just keep an eye on it. As long as you're watching, we'll have time to catch it if it starts going wrong. When the wax chunks are melted down, mix in the oil and the color, then stir it with a wooden spoon. Have you done this before? No, I read the directions. It's not that hard. Once a pot is ready, you can pour it into the molds. And what are you going to do while we're working? I get the hard pot. You'll see. Working together, Luke and I assemble and fill candle molds. Alright, stand back. Here I go. I can feel the magic in the air, but I'm not sure what he's doing. What is that? Shh, hang on. He's still casting it? Okay, this is a tougher spell than usual. A minute later, he relaxes. There you go. You can cut off the ends now. I look inside the mold. Not only is the wax cooled, but it's shrunk in away from the sides of the mold, completely evenly. You can't cool it all at once or it'll collapse, and if you leave it to cool on its own, it sinks full of holes, so it's tricky. Couldn't you just shape the wax around the wick in the first place without melting it?
It wouldn't work right afterwards. It wouldn't blend right.
Is Donald just a prodigy? And so we produce a nice set of candles. None of the steps are terribly difficult, but done over and over, it is tiring. Wonderful work, ducklings. 10 merits for each of you. A job well done. Black magic time. We need to at least hit 10 black magic. Fuck, I wanted more though. Sets off simple delayed effects or traps within the caster's current location can be dangerous. Sticky. Taking gem. Success. Gained 1 strong and 1 stress. Ellen and I meet outside the gym. There are a lot of people here. Not just students, but ordinary people and families who must have driven up here to see the play. He has talent, just a jokester. After we buy our tickets, we can go inside. Kind of forgot about this. Folding chairs have been set up in rows across the gym, floor facing the stage. Behind the stage, a giant backdrop painting hangs on the wall, displaying marble pillars and steps to suggest a fantasy of ancient Greece. Listen, triggers sound kinda cool. At least it looks like a painting. It's probably an illusion. That's gotta be a lot easier than having to paint something so huge. We find a place to sit without anyone too tall in front of us. After a while, the show begins. It was every bit as tragic as Ellen suggested, and bloody too. Nice special effects, though.
Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned.
Isn't that Shakespeare?
No, it was someone else. Cosgrove, I think, from The Morning Bride.
So what's that one about? Another story of murder and revenge?
Sort of. It's complicated. Let me see if I can remember. The rebel leader kidnaps the princess, but then they fall in love and get secretly married. But then there's a shipwreck and she's washed up alone and rescued by her father, the king. So the king wants to marry her off to his ally, and she doesn't dare tell him she's already married to his enemy, and she thinks the rebel fellow is dead anyway. Only he's not, because he was washed up somewhere else and rescued by a queen who falls in love with him, and the king falls in love with the queen, but they're enemies. So everyone loves someone who loves someone else, and they all try to murder the people they think have betrayed them, and then they feel guilty and try to change their minds. Only it's too late, because the plots are already in motion, so they all end up killed by their own assassins. So the moral is, I guess, that revenge is dangerous.
Or else don't change your mind.
Even if a man treated me like Jason, I would never do what Medea did.
Well, of course you wouldn't do that. But if someone I loved betrayed me, I kind of want to just forget. Being betrayed is terrible, but trying to get revenge would only make things worse. It wouldn't fix anything that had already happened. You just make more people unhappy. The only way to make things better is to forget you ever loved them and move on. Then eventually it won't hurt anymore.
Eventually. Anyway, thanks for coming with me.
I don't want to, like... Listen, Ellen, listen, you didn't hear this from me. Ellen,
I think she's a little on the... you know, the teetering point here. I don't think we need to put any ideas of romantic revenge in her head.
no problem. On Saturday morning, the mall allowances are delivered. What should I do today? Homeboy needs to study. The library is fairly quiet, but familiar faces are still present. Dude, study with Minnie. Minnie helps me out with my black magic. Yo! Poggers! That's not worth it at all. That was not worth 4 stress. Jason from Jason the Argonauts. That's crazy, brother. Morning assembly. Early on Monday, all the freshmen are called together. Good morning, buttercups. The Thanksgiving break begins this week after classes on Tuesday. There will be no further scheduled activities until Monday, the 2nd of December. If you are staying through the break, the library will be open and meals will be served at the regular times, as well as the feast on Thursday and some organized activities. If you are leaving and you need to leave before tomorrow evening and you haven't already made arrangements, please talk to me after assembly. Now, there is one more thing. For those of you who are Wild Seed, if you are leaving, this will be your first time away from the comfort and protection of Iris Academy. You are witches and wizards, and the people around you out there are not. The choice that you made 3 years ago still stands. You must not reveal our secrets to the outside world. You must not discuss or display magic in front of anyone who is not one of us. Not your old friends, not your families, no one. If you betray our trust, you will not be allowed to return, and we would miss you. Now, I'm sure you have a busy week ahead of you, so I'll let you get on with your schedules. Only 2 days? Are you fucking with me? Hit me with a red and a black. I think maybe we get to Wednesday and we call the stream. Maybe we do one more week and call it. Jason meets Medea, who's a witch on his journey, and I think Cupid makes Medea fall in love with them. They get married, have 2 kids, blah blah. Wow, what a story. 3 magic, let's go. If I might have your attention, please. Take hold of each other's hands and close your eyes. We give thanks to the parents who created us and the friends who helped us grow, to the earth which nurtures us and the other worlds which inspire us. For what we have been given and for what we have to give, for those who have taken us in when we were in need, for forgiveness and for the hope of renewal. May our tributes bring joy, and may no call go unanswered in this Thanksgiving season. So may it be. Hands pull away from mine as other students echo her words. Have a very happy holiday. Well, now I can hang up my cape, find my parents, and be on my way. School will be waiting for me when I get back. On vacation. I arrived back at school for my vacation feeling slightly disoriented. It was nice to see my family again, but in some ways they feel like strangers, and my old friends, they've all moved on. Wow, kind of shitty old friends. Back to my room then. Hey LD, you back? How was your holiday? Weird and awkward. It was really weird. I know we're not allowed to do magic or talk about it, and I didn't, but I was worried at first my parents were going to ask about it, and then I wouldn't know what to say, you know? But then, they didn't ask anything. I mean, they asked how my classes were and if I liked my teachers and things like that, but nothing about wands or witches or spells, not even hints. It's like they've completely forgotten. They probably have.
What?
Well, it's all part of the same thing, you know? Outsiders aren't allowed to know about magic. What if your parents went around telling everyone their daughter was a witch? But they knew I was going to a school for magic. They saw me in my robes. I don't know how it works, I just know that Wild Seed parents are kind of encouraged to forget about it after school starts.
Is that why my family didn't come for me? They forgot me?
It's not supposed to make them forget about you, just to forget that you're a witch. It's easier this way, isn't it? To keep it a secret? Like you said, if they knew, they'd ask. People still ask about school and everything I tell them. I have to make it up or change the details so it doesn't sound magical, and then I have to remember what I said. Yeah, some people can't handle that. That's why some Wild Seed kids just stop going home, and some of them go home and never come back. But you came back, and we're glad to see you, right?
Yeah.
Looks like Ellen's not entirely sure what to think of this development either. My old classmates kept all kinds of secrets from their parents. Who they were dating, where they were at night, what they had and hadn't done. Is this the normal way for things to be? Is this just part of growing up? Well, I won't be seeing my parents again until Christmas anyway. For now, it's back to school. Bum, 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 bum. On Monday morning, someone knocks on our door. Virginia gets up to answer it. Good morning. Here are your exam schedules for the day. She returns holding a piece of paper. Exams today? But we haven't had time to prepare.
Well, it has been a while since the last exam. We've had all that time.
That's not the same.
No, but we'll do our best, right?
So, I have an exam after class today. What else should I do this week? Okay, I actually think it's smart for us to focus on trying to get everything to like a balanced level. Because we kind of stopped learning stuff for white. And now we're just like learning lore. So I think we put 2 into strong. Red, black, black. Taking gem. 1 strong, 1 stress. Here we go. So here I am. This is how we're going to end the stream. I wonder what this exam will be about. Here we go. In the dungeon again.
Hello, Welty Felty. The exit to this dungeon has been hidden. You cannot teleport out of the level. You must use your magic wisely to find your way before you run out of energy. You may choose to surrender at any time, and you will be retrieved from the dungeon safely. However, you will fail your exam and receive demerits. Pass or fail. The choice is yours.
Yeah, definitely taking this slow and easy. Check the walls. Check the floors. I hate these noises, by the way. Okay. That's a path. That's a path. Let's go down this path. Okay, keep going. Hold up. Don't be a dummy. You never know if there's gonna be like a secret somewhere. I didn't even get to the part where we give previous shooting tag. Okay. I wonder if a weight will ever have a purpose. Yeah, health is our strength, magic is our intelligence. They're exactly what they seem to be. Donjon was here, is inscribed upon one of them. Okay. Donjon kind of sounds like dungeon. Dungeon was here. Oh god, what is this? Labyrinth of Hell. Okay, is this just like a regular maze? They really could have labeled them as magic and strength instead of smart and strength? Magic and health instead of smart strength? Listen. There's some issues with the game. From a UI and gameplay standpoint. This should at least tie us into that one. Ah, it's a loop. I see here. Alright. I have a sneaking suspicion one of these is going to be like, you gotta look for an illusion. But I'm not going to worry about that right now. They're exactly to be blazing a trail for you to follow is inscribed upon one of them. That's Jacob. That was Jacob's slogan. I don't think that's going to be relevant. Did we go everywhere? Dog, what the fuck? I don't think we have a fire spell. We have warm, but it costs 3 to use. Spirit echoes? No, that's not relevant. Are we? Did it work? Oh god. Gamers. I think we're here. I think we're back. How far back did it set us? It's time to find out. November 24th, I think we missed out on like 1 day. So here's what happened, right? My power went out. My power, there's no storm outside, it's not Wednesday. The power just suddenly went out for like 5 seconds. And it cost me everything. I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna use my knowledge to cheat. I need fire magic. See if anything changes here. It's pretty good. Spark. A spark strikes a target which may catch fire if it's something likely to burn. I think that's irrelevant to us, but at least we learned something new. So anyway. Our power went out. Listen. Thank God I save often. Imagine my surprise when I'm in here doing this exam and I go through the entire maze. And I'm like, what? There's nothing here. It's a dead end. And then I'm fucking plunged into darkness in real life. The actual terror that filled me for like exactly 2 seconds before I just realized my power went out. I don't think I've ever drank apple cider. Real exam hours. Okay. Hit me with a black. A red. A black. 2 strength. Let's go! I wish I would learn something, though. Alright. Oh, baby. Exit dungeon has been hidden. You can't teleport. Okay. The exit has been hidden. Did I ever look at this? No. I mean, I did, but they're irrelevant. Just finish your map first. Okay. We'll finish the map again. We'll do it differently this time. This time, we're gonna follow every walkway. What happens if I hit the wait button? Okay. I'm sure that'll be relevant eventually, but not right now. Doing it this way might piss some of you off. But I am indifferent. I don't have anything to say here. A lot of thinking going on. Oh, that's okay. So this is blazing a trail to follow. Which, so help me remember. Far west of the pretzel is where we burn a trail to follow. The map changed, guys. I don't... Did it? Not really. Like, barely. It's maybe, like, slightly procedurally generated, but the gist of it... I think I just did it differently and it's throwing you off. Blazing a trail, far west pretzel. Exactly. There were more dead ends before. I think I just haven't hit them yet. Because this is... Dungeon was here. This is not Dungeon was here. What? But where's Dungeon was here? If there's no Dungeon was here, that means blazing a trail has to be the answer. Because it's the only consistent. Was the game restarting part of the puzzle? There were some paths that looped that didn't correct to other paths in the middle of the map. Either Ember Spell or Echo Spell. We could also try the spell that heats up the square. Unbelievable. Via my power going out and my game crashing, we have figured out where we need to be. But are we able to do what we need to do? Is this... This is it. Hit me with... Okay, what do we got? Spirit Sight. Detects nearby sentients, including ghosts and creatures of the other world. This could do something. Seems unnecessary. That's a unlikely but possible. Light. A gentle glow improves visibility in the caster's locations. That's going to be a no. Farsight. Allows the caster to view a nearby known location. Maybe if the known location is the exit, but that's an unlikely. Moves air around the caster's current square, creating a gentle breeze. No. Determines the current state of health of a living target and locates ailments and injuries. No. Inspection. Detects weak points and hidden details within one target object. If we had a target, yes. Otherwise, no. Inscription. Write or remove words from a target object. I kind of want to try Kimmy's gimmick of writing the word exit on something, but probably not. Allows the caster to trace creatures that have recently passed through an area unnecessary. Single target is rendered noiseless. Nope. Allows the caster to see through illusions in the current location. That's a maybe. Warm. Add heat to the caster's current square, raising the temperature slightly. That's a maybe. A spark strikes the target, which may catch fire if it's something likely to burn. Very unlikely, but I'm not against trying it. Reveals the emotional state of a target. No. Completely removes visibility in the caster's location. No. Sets off simple delayed effects or traps within the caster's current location can be dangerous. No. Shove a target one square in the direction indicated. No. Track scent might work if others have passed through it. Heal is unnecessary. Communication allows the caster to communicate understandably with a willing target. We don't have one. Can reveal impressions left on a target by strong emotions in the past. That's not going to do anything. Communicate with a willing subject in a nearby known location. We don't have a willing subject. Boosting our strength does nothing. Expands caster's mind to visualize nearby locations, making them known. Maybe if we, like, where's the exit? I want to try warm. The area now feels slightly warmer and nothing else happened. Dude, I don't know. Spirit echoes? Do you really think that no one here has strong emotions? Track is more likely than that. I didn't get notified of these most recent two messages for some reason. So let me go over to Streamlabs and take a look at what these two messages said. It's Spark, maybe Awareness, but I think True Sight works. It has to be Spark. Spark, Awareness, True Sight. We're low on magic. That's the issue here. Streamlabs has, or not Streamlabs, Twitch has stopped notifying me of messages, so whoever said it has to be Spark, Kimmy, whatever you said after Frost said it has to be Spark, try sending that again to see if I can get the message real quick. Because Twitch just stopped. By the way, Maisha Brooklyn, 69, nice. Thanks for the follow. Should try telling me. It's not True Sight, I refuse. Okay, I saw that. So whatever, Kimmy, you said before that, send it again so I can see it. Kimmy said True Sight. Kimmy, I know you sent a longer message than that. I meant Track Scent, not True Sight. Okay, well, it's an important distinction. Track Scent costs 1. I will use Track Scent. The most recent creature to pass through you was you heading west. Shit. I want to do it. I want to try. Can I do it? Incredible. Damn, we screwed it up. It could have worked before we walked through it all. Yeah, well, don't blame me on that one. A part of me feels like it's a spell we simply do not have. Sorry I had to wipe the hint off the wall, but you know it would be cheating is inscribed upon one of them. Hit a dead end. We're checking every wall now. Okay. Okay. So square 1, nothing. Square 2 is where I wrote exit. Square 3 is nothing. Square 4 is nothing. That's the wrong way. Square 5, nothing. Square 6, don't read this message is inscribed upon it. Square 6 says don't read. It was floor. Shit. I fucked that one up pretty big. I'll wait to inspect the floor. These messages mean nothing, I understand now. I think you're right, but I'm checking anyway. I had to wipe the hint off the wall, but you know it would be cheating. This might be something. Inspection on dead end. We might have to. They're exactly where they seem to be. Free will occurs inscribed upon one of them. I think the messages mean nothing. This might be a puzzle where you have to have a specific one to do it. And if you don't have one specific spell, go fuck yourself. Kimmy really said, I hope you fail your exam, and the game said, and gave us an unwinnable exam. There have to be more than one way. There absolutely does not have to be more than one way. The game has made that very apparent. Here's a dungeon was here. Kimmy, any thoughts? We might have to inspect. Inspecting might do nothing for us. Oh, you realize that the walls to the south are illusory. Oh. Poggers. I climbed the stairs and emerged from the dungeon, blinking into sunlight. It's the thing we tried to do on the last trial, but it was actually the right answer here. It was just that easy. I actually firmly believe there was no way to do that, but at least, here's the thing. I feel like I was right in the sense that there was only one, like you had to use a specific skill, but it was one of the earliest skills you get. I climbed the stairs and emerged from the dungeon, blinking into sunlight. Congratulations, LT. For succeeding in your quest, you receive 5 merits. Let's fucking go. Only 5, though? Thanks. I hope you enjoyed putting your skills into practice. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have another student to look after. I guess I can go relax now. Poggers. Back in our dorm room, I find Ellen muttering to herself. How'd it go?
Didn't.
You didn't take the exam?
That's what he said.
I don't understand. Were you in the dungeon or not?
I was in the dungeon. I found the way out. I just didn't use magic.
How did you do that?
I analyzed the layout to decide which walls were most likely structurally to be false and checked them for inconsistencies until I found 2 walls that were identical. I was sure one was an illusion, but they still felt solid, so I decided my mind was being fooled into stopping my hand and making me think I felt something. So I jumped at the wall so I would hit it in midair, and my mind wouldn't be able to pull me back, and it worked. But I didn't cast any spells, so he said it didn't count and he wouldn't give me any merits for it.
What? We get 10 demerits for failing. I think a few of your spells could have led you there, but you had to be in the right spot. Oh. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. A part of me wants to say it is a magic exam. But on the other hand, the very first exam we took was literally just, hey, what would you do here? The very first test we took was a logic exam, and I failed it for thinking it was a magic exam. So I'm not about to say, yeah, you deserve to fail the magic exam for thinking it's a logic exam. That's ridiculous. That's not fair. Well, that's not fair. They always say it doesn't matter how we solve the challenges as long as we solve them, right?
Yeah.
It's a trick. A nasty trick. I wonder how many people they catch by not telling us the real rules.
Yeah, you're right. It's not fair. They're doing it wrong.
She stomps out of the room. Where is she going? Ellen unhinged. I follow in Ellen's wake as she steams through the halls.
Professor Grabner, sir?
I beg your pardon.
Your testing procedure is unbalanced and unfair.
Take it up with the headmistress. I have no time for this.
No, you listen to me. It's important.
She's yelling at Grabner? I can feel the fascinated crowds hovering around to watch the show. Yo, Ellen got gypped. Sometimes magic isn't the answer. That's what most magical people say, at least. Would you be willing to accept detention in exchange for my listening to your little diatribe?
Yes.
I see. Carry on.
You tell us that we're supposed to be creative, but you discourage creative solutions. You tell us that we're supposed to think our way out of challenges, but you don't teach us to think. All we've learned since we've been here is spells. No history, no literature, no guidance on what is and isn't acceptable behavior, and then you punish us anyways. They didn't tell us not to look at the ghosts either. You tell us to experiment, but you don't tell us how to do it safely. You don't give us the tools to measure our progress, and you make fun of science for doing what you can't. It's wrong.
Have you finished?
Yes.
Very well. I will see you on Saturday for your detention, Miss Middleton. He swirls his cape around him and walks away. Ah! I think I'm going to quietly sneak back to the room. Worth it. Good scene. I wake up suddenly in the middle of the night. I'm not sure why. I thought I heard something. Was someone at the door? I wait a few minutes, but I don't hear anything except Virginia snoring. Back to sleep then. Damien's being a stalker. Gain 2 black magic, 2 stress. I learned a new spell. Detect objects which have been enchanted in the caster's current location. Grabner's unflappable. I hope she talked to the main principal, dude. Uh-oh, what's this? LT, I believe I have something that belongs to you. Okay. Mean main principal M. She hands me a nondescript brown paper bag. I peek inside. What? Yes, you see, some of the boys were playing catch with it in the cafeteria. They found it in a hallway. I don't know how it came to be here. But there you are, safe and sound. I've had it cleaned and mended for you. Thanks. Don't worry, Dove. What seems like the most terrible moment imaginable when you are young will only be a tiny speckle in illustrated history. I'll see you later. This is either... Is this a vibrator? She bustles away. But how did one of my bras end up in a hallway somewhere? Okay, never mind. I definitely... my thought process went way too far. Yes, 10 demerits for breathing. I definitely need to study more now that I know it affects how much magic I can cast. On Saturday morning, the mail allowances are delivered. What should I do today? I want to go to the mall. Because I don't remember if I can afford the bat wings yet. Oops, wrong button. What the fuck? Magic store. And it was a bra. Did Damien Ackerman steal a bra? Or Donald? Never mind, they're 120. That's really fucking expensive. Should we buy an amulet instead? Damien isn't one to do that. No, I'm going all in on bat wings. We have to be better than Damien. Waste of a day, though. Hey, gamers. Thanks for coming. I would love to play more, but we've got a 6-hour stream tomorrow that starts at noon. And I still need to finish setting up some Fire Pro shit. I still have work to do on the 6-hour stream tomorrow. So, I gotta end this so I can do that and then get some sleep. And force myself awake in time to, like, eat and then get ready for a stream at noon. Central Time. Which is 1 p.m. for you nerds. I need sleep, so good choice and excited for next week. Good luck, my dude. Thank you, thank you. Anyone who cares about the fundraising stream for the vet bills for my friend, hey, tomorrow we're gonna start by speedrunning the Pokemon DLC. Because they're gonna announce more Pokemon DLC tomorrow. I wish I could enjoy Sword and Shield. It's like Animal Crossing. I just don't even want to play it anymore. I want to play Animal Crossing more than Pokemon, but still. Bye-bye, everyone.